Hi guys, welcome to the course of LLMOps Masters. My name is Boktiar Ahmed Bappi and I'm having more than 5 years of working experience in the field of Python, machine learning, deep learning, MLOps, generative AI and robotic system. So throughout the entire course, I'll be your instructor. These are my social media. If you are interested, you can connect with me. So guys, in this video, I'll be talking about what exactly the LLMOps. So first of all, I will write down the video agenda. What are the things we're gonna cover? Then I will start with the discussion. So guys, the agenda of this video. So first of all, we'll try to see what is LLMOps. Then we'll be talking about why LLM ops important. Then third, I'll be talking about how LLM ops differ from MLOps. So I think you already know that we have another domain called MLOps. We usually use this MLOps for the machine learning and deep learning model development. So there we just try to optimize the machine learning and deep learning model. Okay. So that's why I'm going to discuss how this LLM ops is different, okay, from your MLOps. Otherwise, people will have the confusion, sir, whether this MLOps and LLM ops is same or not, or it has some difference. So that's why I'm going to explain this part. Then once it is done, I'll be talking about how LLM ops works. Then at the last, I'll be talking about some popular, okay, tools and platform, okay, for LLM ops, which we usually use nowadays, okay, whenever we develop any kinds of LLM powered application. So this is the video agenda. So first of all, let's try to discuss what is LLM ops exactly, okay. Okay, so the first topic, what is LLM ops? See, LLM ops is nothing but LLM ops. That means large language, okay, large language model operation. Okay, we call it as a large language model operations. And what is the full form of ML ops? Machine learning model operations. Okay, so this is the difference. Is a set of practices, okay, practices, then tools, and frameworks, okay, frameworks design efficiently manage, deploy, okay, deploy and maintain large language model, large language models. Okay, now I think you already know that we have various kinds of large language model, like we have GPT, we have Gemini, okay, then we have Cloudy, we have Mistral, we have Llama, okay, and so on. Got it? So what is the definition of LLM ops? LLM ops, that means large language model operation, is a set of practice, tools and framework designed to efficiently manage, deploy and maintain large language model. Okay, nothing else. The same thing we used to also do inside our machine learning and deep learning. Okay, I think those who are from machine learning and deep learning, and if you know about MLOps, so what we do inside MLOps, we just try to do the same thing, right? We just try to do the optimization of the machine learning or deep learning model. Yes or no? Okay, that means whenever we try just try to train any kinds of machine learning and deep learning model, okay, we'll be using some set of MLOps practices whenever we'll be deploying and maintaining that particular model in the production. That time we'll be also using some tools and platform. Okay, so this is what your LLM ops. I think now you got it. So that means in machine learning, okay, sorry, in MLOps, what we do, we just try to optimize the ML model. Okay, and in LLM ops, we just try to optimize the large language model, that's LLM. Okay, so this is the difference only. Now let's try to discuss the second thing, why LLM ops is important. Okay, why LLM ops is important. So here, let me just write second, why LLM ops important. See, I think you know that LLM, okay, LLM become widely, okay, widely integrated with various kinds of tasks, like we have business, okay, application, then we have customer support application, okay, customer support apps, then we have also content generation, okay, content generation, then we have autonomous system, automation system, and so on. Okay, so we have various kinds of application nowadays, and all the applications, okay, all the applications need to be continuously, okay, continuously monitored and optimize. Okay, optimize. What I mean by monitor and optimize, so if I'm talking about chat gpt, let's say, so what happens in the chat gpt whenever we are sending any kinds of prompt, let's say I'm writing a prompt, let's say tell me about, okay, tell me about, let's say Python. Okay, let's say this is my prompt, I'm passing to the chat gpt, and what chat gpt is doing, it is giving me one response. Yes or no, guys? Okay, response. So as an user, what is our expectation from this chat gpt? So definitely the question I'm asking to the chat gpt, I should have get the correct answer in a very fastest way. Yes or no? Okay, so if my chat gpt is giving me slower response, I'm not going to use that application, because nowadays time is more valuable than the money. Okay, so people doesn't have that much of time of let's say whenever they are using any kinds of software, if the software is giving slower response, people are not going to use that. So that's why your application should be always optimized. Okay, it should be always optimized, the first thing, and you have to continuously monitor that application. Okay, let's say sometimes, I think those who have used the chat gpt before, let's say whenever chat gpt came in the market, so that time chat gpt used to give a input feedback form. So there it was asking like how was your experience, whether you want to put any, let's say, feedback or not. So these kinds of, let's say, input form they used to give to the user, and user used to pass some feedback, or let's say if they're not enjoying, if they're not liking the product, they used to give the lower ratings, like that's how. So why they're giving you these kinds of, let's say, form? because they want to monitor. Okay, they want to monitor their application whether it is working fine in the production or not. Okay, if it is not working, then they used to take the feedback from the user, they used to get the data from the user. Again, they used to retrain the entire model. Okay, and they used to let's say again deploy that particular model in the production server. So that's why monitoring is also important. So it's not like that you have built your product and you are running in the, let's say, a production server, and people are using that. You also need to monitor whether your product is working fine or not in the production, whether people are enjoying or not. Otherwise you will definitely lose your user. So that's why LLM ops is super important. With the help of LLM ops, we just try to do the same thing. We just try to monitor, we just try to optimize the entire LLM ops system. Okay, so here for this we will be using some framework, we will be using some platform. Nowadays there are different platform, there are different frameworks are available. I'll be also talking about that one. Okay, now I think you got to know why LLMOps is important. Got it? Okay, now let's try to understand the next things. This one, how LLM ops is differ from ML ops. Okay, so for this, let me just compare these two things. Mm, so this side I can compare LLM ops, and this side I can compare ML ops. Okay, so see, LLM ops require, okay, require vast amount of diverse, okay, text data. Nowadays we also have something called multi-model, so you can also consider it would be kinds of image data, audio data, and so on. And on the other hand, ML ops typically, okay, typically works with structured, okay, structured tabular data. Okay, and if you have a very less amount of data, it will also work. But on the other hand, your LLM ops, okay, needs more data. Okay, it needs actually huge amount of data. Otherwise you can't train actually large language model in a good way. Then it needs high, okay, high performance GPU and cloud resources to train the model. Okay, to train and fine tuning and all. On the other hand, this LLM ops, sorry, ML ops generally requires lower computation. Okay, lower compute power. That means you can also train on the CPU machine. Okay, it will also work. Then here you need um, scalable, scalable deployment for continuous inference. Okay, continuous inference. Okay, and here you need and here you can utilize often batch uh, processing or periodic inference. Okay, so what does it of mean? Let's say you have some machine learning data, okay, tabular data. So instead of doing continuous let's say prediction, you can collect some batch. Let's say you can give a duration. Let's say one day you will be collecting all the data, and next day you will be getting all the prediction, because in machine learning we don't need real time actually, let's say, prediction. That's why we can also do something called this batch processing of the periodic inference. Okay, but LLM ops actually you have to do continuous inference, because here people will be asking the question continuously and you have to get the response real time. Okay, then here you have bias, yes, okay, hallucination, hallucinations, and misleading outputs. Okay, and here you have bias monitoring is important, but less complex, okay, compared to LLM. Okay, so in LLM, actually, I think you know that we have something called biases, hallucination, and misleading outputs problem. So this thing, whenever you want to monitor, you have to apply some complex strategy. But on the other hand, in the ML ops, okay, this is not that much of complex. Okay, you can easily handle these kinds of situations. Okay, so these are some actually key difference I can say between the LLM ops and ML ops. Now I think you got it. All right, now let's try to understand this thing, how LLM ops works. Okay, so I think you know that in LLM ops pipeline, what are the things we usually do? So let me just write here mm, how LLM ops works. How LLM ops. See, LLM ops follows a structured, okay, structured workflow, okay, workflow to ensure ensure the efficient management, okay, of LLM. So in LLM training, what we usually do, first of all, we do the data collection. Okay, data collection. After that, we do some pre-processing. Okay, it requires some pre-processing. Then we usually do the model training. Model training. Okay, model training. So sometimes actually instead of training the model, you also do something called fine tuning. So here I can mention fine tuning. Okay, fine tuning. So I think you know what is fine tuning. Even I will also discuss about this thing. Okay, going forward. Then once we fine tune the model, okay, and then what we do, we deploy this model. We usually perform the deployment. Okay, and after deployment, we do the inference operation. Okay, inference operation. So here actually your LLM ops comes. So let's say whenever you do the deployment of this particular model, or let's say whenever you are training this model, or let's say fine tuning the model, that time actually you'll be facing some challenges. I think you know that LLM, okay, LLM is a huge model. Okay, large language model, usually it's a huge model. It has actually a very large amount of parameter. Okay, millions of billions of parameter. So now let's say you are having one let's say system with core i7 processor with 8 GB RAM. Now tell me how you will be training or how you will be fine tuning that model. Okay, definitely you will be getting the issue, and it requires actually lots of time to train. It requires actually lots of data. Okay, so for these we'll be utilizing the LLM ops technology here. So there are some tools like LoRa is there. Okay, Q LoRa is there. Then Hugging Face platform is there. Okay, Hugging Face platform is there. Okay, then we have some LLM ops platform is there. Let's say Bedrock is there. We have Vertex AI is there. Okay, Vertex AI is there. This is from AWS and this is from GCP. Okay, GCP. So with the help of these are the tools and framework, we usually do the training, we usually do the fine tuning. Okay, so LoRa Q LoRa usually do the quantization technique. It will load your model in a quantized format. Okay, and easily it can train your model on the lower configuration instance as well. Okay, this is the main advantage here. And whenever I'm talking about deployment, you also need to deploy this model as an endpoint. Okay, you also need to deploy this project as an endpoint. How it can be done? So there are some platform like Bedrock and Vertex AI. It is already having the model hosted, okay, in their platform, so that easily you can access the model through the API request, or let's say through the some other actually MCP protocol, and you can access the model. Okay, and you can easily do the inference operation there. So that's how actually you are optimizing the entire pipeline. You are optimizing the entire, let's say, inference pipeline. Whenever user is coming to the application, they are not getting any kinds of slow. Okay, they're not getting any kinds of, let's say, problem with that. Okay, so that's why LLMOps comes into picture. Otherwise, whenever you are creating this kinds of application, definitely will face the issue. I hope it is clear. So always optimization is important, and you have to continuously monitor your application. That's why we'll be utilizing these are the tools and technology, and we'll be learning these are the platform also. So nowadays, a popular platform you will be getting in the market like Amazon Bedrock is there, GCP Vertex AI is there, then Azure OpenAI is there. So these are the platform nowadays people are using, okay, for their product development and all. Even OpenAI you can also use, because OpenAI has also their API. With the help of API request, you can access the model instead of using the open source large language model. Okay, because open source large language model, at the end you have to download. You have to download in your system, then you will be using. But whenever I'm talking about OpenAI model, you have one OpenAI API key. So with the help of API key, you can access the model in their platform. Okay, similar if you're using Bedrock, Vertex AI, they also have one API or other MCP protocol. With the help of that, you can hit the model and you can access it. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now let's try to understand, let's try to see some popular here, popular tools and platform for the LLMOps. See, I already talked about that tools and platform. Like if I'm talking about the tools, we have various kinds of tools, like we have Hugging Face. Okay, Hugging Face is there. Hugging Face is a platform and tool, both you can consider. So it is having actually lots of functionality. With the help of that, you can also utilize the LLMOps technology. Like we'll be using something called LoRa, QLoRa technique. Okay, LoRa and QLoRa technique for the model training and fine tuning process. Then we also have something called ML Flow. Okay, ML Flow. Nowadays, ML Flow has also collaborated with the generative AI. So whenever you are, let's say, fine tuning your model, you can also track the experiment here. You can also monitor your LLM. Okay, so I can just write track experiment, okay, of LLM. Then we have some platform like Amazon Bedrock, AWS, Bedrock. Okay, it's a generative AI platform, complete generative AI platform. That means here you can do everything, and it has all the foundation model hosted, okay, in their platform. Like we have Llama, we have Mistral, we have Cloudy. Okay, all kinds of like powerful models are available there. Then from GCP side, GCP, that means Google Cloud, GCP, we have something called Vertex AI. Okay, Vertex AI was the first MLOps platform, but now they have also upgraded with the LLMOps. So here also you can perform all kinds of LLMOps operation. That means it also has some foundation model like Gemini. Okay, whatever Google model you can see, everything's are hosted there. It can be multi-model, it can be embedding model, it can be image model, it can be language model. All the models are available over the GCP. Apart from that, we have another one called Azure OpenAI. Okay, Azure OpenAI. But the problem with the Azure OpenAI is the account creation. So here you need the organization mail. I was trying to create the account, but it was giving me some issue. So that's why in this program, I'll try to more focus on the AWS Bedrock and GCP Vertex, because this has got more popularity nowadays. Okay. And we'll be also learning Hugging Face, and we'll be also learning how we can utilize the ML flow and all. These are the things we'll also try to learn. Okay. So guys, I think now you got it, like what is exactly the MLOps is. Okay, and why it is super important, and what are the tools, and what are the tools actually we have inside LLMOps, and how it is different from the MLOps. Okay, so this was the complete let's say overview about the LLMOps. Now going forward, we'll be learning actually some more topic inside LLMOps. We'll try to deep dive into the concept, and we'll try to also learn the practical implementation of it. Definitely your understanding would be more clear. Okay. And whatever resources I'm going to show you, definitely all the resources will be available. You can also get the resources. So with that, guys, I think you understood about the LLMOps. So yes, this was all about from this particular video. Thank you.